Hey everybody. Oh my god, I am so exhausted. It has been a week. I didn't even get to my email videos. I think I got to one. No, no, maybe two. It has been a week for me, business wise. I just told my husband I don't want any more lawyers in my life. I'm fine. But I don't know if people are I guess people are people and they do what they do. But for those who try to hurt people and steal money from them that they need, it could be, I don't care if it's $3, tens of thousands of dollars. Understand this. Because a person is not all up in your face and I'm gonna get tough, I'm pretty laid back. But understand this. When things are over, or people like me, you know what we gonna do? We check back. Oh, check back. The business part may be over, but no, we'll check back. And sometimes when you check back, wow, you realize you have enemies around you, people. Snakes. But I'm pretty good at keeping records. Oh yeah, I set up files. I may set up a file on a person. Okay, so this is about your issue, and we have a file over here, and So you can call me the check back girl. And sometimes when you check back, you find something. People, don't be surprised. Man, do not be surprised. People, they will lie. They will lie and scheme. But what you're not going to do is have a Merry Christmas off of me. Anyway, look on the screen. I am tired. I'm exhausted. But I just had to do this video. I just had to do it. Look on the screen. Have you heard about Cynthia G? Video after video after video. Oh, she's been clocking $20,000 a month for quite some time now. Pocket watch. I know I pocket watch too. Oh, pocket watching and the haterade from the men and the women. They're happy. What happened to Cynthia G? But I expect that from the BC because I think collectively, yeah, we're like a lot. This group is accustomed to poverty. And heaven forbid you know how to make some money. I thought about a show I saw. They had a series on billions, which they just showed the last episode Sunday. Oh my gosh, I am like, it was good, but I'm just really like, I love that show dealing with finance. So I remember an episode where some of the guys like Dollar Bill, they went and got their own. They either went with Mason Cap or tried to get their own capital firm set up. Okay, didn't work out. What happened? They were able to go back to X Cap and still make money. Why do I mention that? Because they just shows you they struck out on their own. It didn't work out. Dollar Bill was over there, and though it was maybe like a couple of them, and they went ahead and after it didn't work out, they folded. I think somebody else came and talked to them, and they were back at X Cap, and next thing you know, making money again. Why? That's love that they have for their people. For that group in that series. That's the love. We see somebody have a downfall and we rejoice. I even saw a man on the video. I said, I cannot. And I'm going to actually do that video on ATC. You got to be, are you serious? He's talking about if she goes to get a job, we need to find out who, go and get a job. Find out where she is working, and I guess try to tell the white folks about Cynthia G. It's like, really? But would you do that to, I mean, you would think the woman, and we're all entitled to our opinion. I'm a divestor. Cynthia G is not, and it's okay. We're all entitled to our opinion. If you don't like it, just turn it off. There are some people I'm not a fan of, but every now and then I'll see what they say is interesting. But the celebrations. And then I must say, this has also opened up my eyes. Hate to say it because y'all know, you know I didn't vote for Joe Biden. But I hate to say it. Joe Biden got one up on me. Oh, listen. I criticized him because he got mainly, the majority of the black vote, and that's typical. Hey, we don't really get anything for our vote. That's the norm. But I get it. And I thought about when he was saying about how we better get along with the Hispanic community, what have you, and pretty much that they're going to be like the future of the country. And I'm not tooting the Joe Biden horn, but I'm being objective, and I thought about it. I get it. Because even with the old Sleepy Joe, one thing I must say, I'm of the opinion that he knows we're not serious people. No, we're not serious people. Collectively, we're more consumed with the drama and the trauma. And did you hear? And Somebody gonna find out how serious somebody found out Friday how serious I am. I'm smiling. I'm pretty much, a relaxed person. When it comes down to being ruthless, if you want to press that button, you can press it if you would like. And especially if I have the upper hand. So someone thought that about me. Oh, they just thought, oh yeah, she and her husband, she don't have to. I'm just gonna run a little game. Dusty Dan, I don't think so, man. Why? Because I'm a serious person. So while everybody's gone, I put these glasses on. I like to read. Going back over this contract and this, and I'm gonna see what all I paid you to do. And what? Got a little problem. Why? I'm a serious person. I'm analytical. Hate to say this in the spirit of love, and I love our folks for real. They can all hype up on Cynthia G. And I wish her well. Sometime a door closes, trust me, another door open up. I thought the door was closed on something. No, honey, we about to open up that door all the way open. Okay, look like some more shekels gonna be found. The finder. So I wish her the best. So serious people, you have to be analytical. You have to think. You don't just you can listen to people, but you have to think, and you have to take action, and you have to be very careful. We're not serious people. We're Cynthia G. So since we all know about Cynthia G, and that's on the Black YouTube streets and all the things I see on Twitter, the things I see some of the comments of other people, to me it's sad. Are we so used to poverty? That's what we want to bring each other down to. You would think the lady sitting up here, child, with David Duke, having tea and biscuits, devising a plan. I doubt, especially for the men, they would go this hard on Zimmerman. What you want to bet? Let it be between Cynthia G and Zimmerman, and see how many in the BC the men would go after Cynthia G. I promise you. I haven't seen one comment yet saying, and let's find out where Zimmerman, where he's working, how he's getting his money, and we're gonna find that company if he is. Where's the pull up? But while we pulling up on this lady, on Cynthia G, why? Oh, bad news, negativity. We likes that. So hey, family, guess what? That's the hot topic news of the week, and probably next week too. Oh, somebody done cut somebody's pockets. I doubt the girl is broke. If she was making that, hey, girl, she ain't broke. So hey, family, again, it's all about Cynthia G and some bad news dropping, yada yada yada, and the pop. Oh yeah, did y'all hear about that? What happened to Cynthia G? That's the hot topic in the BC. But guess what I want to tell you? Now y'all can tell me which is more important, because I really want to see, especially the men folk, and you got a lot of black women the same thing. Maybe having a decent man in your life and good for you, but let's not pretend we have a legacy. Well, we're right now, men and women, the whole community is working together, and we're just building, because we're not. We have built in the past. We know what happens. They tear it down. Guess what? Now we're tearing it down. Way to go. So we can all holler about what's happening to Cynthia G. And I can see the discussion. That's why I'm having a discussion. But hey, I kind of think, and maybe it's just me, again, this right here really kind of, I had my ideas about Joy B, but this right here, I gotta give him props. Joy B understands the community more than I do, even though it hurt me to hear him say that we gotta learn to get along with other people because you got the vote, and it's like, dude, what are you gonna do? And really, they got the vote of a lot of the Americans. I don't see much being done for the Americans except for paying for everyone else. Wars and stuff, illegal immigrants, and the war. Don't get me started. That's just it's so much horror. I don't even watch anymore. I turn the channel. I don't want to see it. I can't, and I don't want to see it. But we have a war at home where people here are trying to survive. You understand? Different time. Not there's different kind of wars. We're looking at survival. So when Biden says that we're going to have to learn to get along with the Hispanic community, yada, 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 I get it, because this kind of reminded me of that. We're not serious people. We're more concerned about this. The mishap, someone's channel taken down, starts another channel, and that was taken down allegedly. She'll survive. She's a black woman. She's, come on, strong, do something else. There are other platforms out there. Okay? Wish her the best, and I think she'll probably be back. We'll see. Anyway, this is how when I mention Biden that we're not serious people, we will get all up in arms about some misfortune because someone may appear controversial. So what? I mean, really? All up in arms about it. But I'll tell you, and again, I am not tooting the Biden horn. I didn't vote for Biden, but Joey B, I see you. You got me. You got me, bro. I see you. Who's going to invest in people that are not serious? This is a good example. So, let's talk about Cynthia G last week. I'm sure it's going to be next week and probably the week after that. Oh, yes. It's just on fire. But guess what, family? What about this? There's a troubling trend broken down by race. Black boys struggle the most, especially in the area of reading. Data crunched by the Cal Matters from the Department of Education revealed that 75% fail to meet standard reading. 75% fail to meet state reading standards. 17% below average for boys. See, if we're serious people, we would be talking about this, family programs, all this fatherless homes got to go. We're not serious people. But entertainment, we own it. Let's go. Video. All these videos. All these videos. Oh, the videos. Oh, the videos. All these videos. But where are the videos about this? And we're in particular, says here, black boys. Even if you're not a parent, it's part of our community because part of our group. This is alarming. And what do you think is going to happen to these boys? Then you wonder why crime is so rampant. The daddy can't read. I guess the child can't either. But hey, no. We want to hear more about it. Did you hear about Cynthia G? Dial up the drama. But when it comes to the percentage of youngsters trying to read in the BC, Lord, we're looking at some trauma. We're not serious people as a collective. Let's be real. Some of us are. We're not serious people. That's why people think they can get over on you. Probably somebody thought they could get over on me. Readers are leaders. I always go back and check. Probably thought, just get over on this person. And I know how to count too. I can count past 3. Yeah, surprise. Look at this. Or maybe I should go back to talking about Cynthia G. I wonder what's more of a serious matter. Speaking of the community. See, I understand the concern about Cynthia G. She's popular, controversial, smart woman, articulate. I get it, the whole 9 yards. Very informative. And some, again, I'm a divester. She is not, and that's okay. That is okay. But we're more concerned about Cynthia G. Why? That's some action. That's some drama. Something, a misfortune, temporarily, I think, happened to someone. And oh my gosh, we're just eating it up. I've got my popcorn. I've got my wine. Oh my God, pull out the Henny. Pull out that Hennessy White tonight. But what about this? Many of America's black youth cannot read or do math, and that imperils us all. Where's the video to say, hey, men, I understand you might not get along with the baby mother, but, you know, you need to be more involved in your parenting skills. And if you don't already have kids, listen, if you got one baby mom, please stop right there. Please stop right there. We don't get along. You have children. You should still be engaged in their raising. You the last one to be dating, and then too old. You need to be banned from dating. Get involved in your child's life. Isn't most visitation every other weekend? So baby mom, she can have her weekend to relax and maybe get some sleep and get some rest because we know she's the one that's working. Then you have your night out doing your thing. It's your weekend. If anything, you should be at the library, and the library's free. But we don't want to bill. We just fatherless homes. Baby mama style on you. He not me. Not even show a lot of them don't even show up for visitation. And then sometimes it's best they don't. Something might go wrong. But look at this. But oh no, the big word on the street is Cynthia G. But what about this right here? Cynthia gonna be all right. These kids that can't read, they're not gonna be. People right now don't even know. People don't even see that the life that you are living right now is slowly disappearing from your eyes. And if you are not rich, and I'm not, but if you are just a working person and especially a low skilled worker, oh, I don't want to tell you. If you don't sit here on the wall, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people, it's gonna be challenging. It's hard right now just to survive. I have a conversation today with a person, you know, he's doing pretty well. Got his mansion and all, talking about, people and their things are doing. He went to the bank to draw out some money, drawing out big money. And I understand. I mean, I'm not worth millions of dollars. I wish it was. And they're like asking questions. He needs to draw out this kind of money like today, right now, and tomorrow not gonna work. And what do they do? This was I never in my life. They didn't have the money. I'm like, there's no way. He's like, the bank didn't have the money. I'm like, there is no way. He said they told him he didn't have the money to come back tomorrow. He's like, no, if I come back tomorrow, I'm gonna close the account out. I never heard of this. He said they had some kind of drop off. They got some kind of transfer thing. And somebody, yeah, you're thinking that they had the armored truck to show up. I don't know if he's being facetious or not. He seems serious and like, you got to be kidding me. But he got his money. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Because he's like, if I don't get my money, I'm going to close out this account. I'm going to get on social media. And he was going to pretty much cause a bank run. I was like, wow. So I'm not saying for anybody to say that if you can get some money out, cause a bank run. We're talking about it. And hey, I already know. People with money making plans. People with money are making plans. If our children can't read, what kind of plans are we going to make when something goes down? What kind of future? You have a whole influx of people here new to the country. Then you have IA. If you can't get the basics down, how are you going to make it? Already they're saying they don't want those, Synthia don't want those Section 8 vouchers. And then the voucher, which I didn't know had an expiration date. So if it's not utilized before that time and it expires, you got to start all over again. Like they told that black man in Chicago, don't be surprised. And he seemed intelligent, clean cut dude, fell on hard times. They told him he's going to be on the wait list. Why? Because they're prioritizing the illegal immigrants. Now that man seemed to me he was cleaned up, dressed up. I'm sure he could read. And he fell on hard times. Women right now, being evicted. They can definitely read. They have jobs or have had jobs. Then the rent is too high. I can't afford it. So if the people that can read out the cat can read, what do you think is going to happen? What kind of future is going to be for the ones that can't read out the Cat in the Hat book? Can't even pass the test. Here's a book, the Cat in the Hat book. Now, where's the cat, Johnny? Hell, I don't know. Sheesh. Johnny, why are you having attitude? Fool the cat. Sorry. Kid, the cat's in the hat. Can you see the title? Oh, but he know how to get tough. He know how to cuss you out and call you ish, witch. I don't even know this man. I'm gonna go get me be a corner boy. Gonna be in jail. Seriously. But we're not. So see, when I say we're not serious people, man, we all about that. You hear what Cynthia G, and then the second channel, and then she on Patreon. Okay, and then I saw somebody said the girl Cynthia G can still do the videos, but do them for free. All right. So you want somebody to put in hours and hours of work, okay? And then just she can just do the videos for free. Then how will she capitalize on her time? Because time is money. I said, oh wow. I mean, I don't know if it's just the special ones that came out in our group. It's like, wow, I hope the world is not reading this because this is really not a good look. But yeah, so this right here, many of America's black youth cannot read or do math. Maybe that's why Joey B said what he said, and I'm not in the Joey B bus, but I'm just being objective. Maybe that's why he said what he said. You're gonna have to learn to work with them. Why? That's letting you know who's gonna be in control. That's letting you know who's gonna be on top. Why do I need to learn to work with somebody? I'm not working for you, I'm working for myself. Many of America's black youth cannot read or do math. No one's concerned about this. And this is what, 2 years ago? Be 2 years next month. But we're not worried about that. There's something deeply troubling happening in this country. I thought I had a grasp on it, but I was gravely off base. So this guy hosted the Republican candidate for Virginia Lieutenant Governor, Winsome Sears. From Your Voice, Your Future. He said, I had planned to ask her and other guests questions on issues ranging from the November election to inflation to the current presidential administration. However, in Mrs. Sears' first response, the entire course of the show changed. In my first question, I asked her, what is wrong in Virginia and how can it be fixed? Her response startled me. She told me that 84% of black students in 8th grade lack the ability to do math, and 85% are functionally illiterate. I mean, this could make you cry. You know what a functionally illiterate is? A functionally illiterate is a person that cannot read, but you know what? They know how to function. Why? They watch what everybody else do. Like if it's time to go to the stoplight and you see that red sign with the little person on freeze, on poles not moving, everybody stop. I'm gonna stop too. That's what they do. Then when I see it turn to the white color, to the red means stop. The white color start going. I'm gonna start going too. That's how they can function. Do what everybody else is doing. They watch, but can't read. A functioning illiterate. 84%, and this is in Virginia. 84% of black students in 8th grade lack the ability to do math, and 85% are functioning illiterate. I can't believe it. According to the National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, a sector of the U.S. Department of Education, 84% of black students lack proficiency in mathematics, and 85% of black students lack proficiency in reading skills. And I'm not trying to hear it, blame on a teacher. That's BS. They get it from their mama and from their daddy. Like that kid in 4th grade. My child can't read. You in the 4th grade, you just not know your child. And the kid got a backpack full of what, baby? Full of pumpkins? I'm like, why is he swimming in booty for school with a backpack on and can't read in 4th grade? And mama, when the heck you just realize this? Oh, you must be in between men now. Must have had to break up and then you got time for your child. Because I don't understand how you all of a sudden you're on TV. He's in the 4th grade and can't read. Girl, bye. I don't have $1,000 like that's gonna solve it. Lack proficiency in reading skills. So what kind of future, what kind of employee will they make? So between IA and a new group coming here, and I know we can't tell us nothing. People at the very bottom, it's enough suffering now for the middle class. Where is the outrage? Where are the men? What's that guy that has that? I've heard about it. It's been years. I think it's called the Michi X, and I forget his name. He has like a school. All those kids are doing well. These black men ought to be boxing up, trying to raise money to implement that class and get their kids in it. That man, they ought to be boxing up, man, trying to do all kind of fundraising. Say, hey, let's go ahead. I know you're at one school. Can you go ahead and do a Zoom summer school? They ought to be putting their money together to get their sons in that man's class. They ought to be having money to forget some darn Jordans and hire some teachers, tutors. You're not going to catch up, and they're just passing them along. Did you see the video where it looks like maybe like in after daycare, and the parent allegedly jumped the teacher and they started fighting? So the school not gonna have it. Y'all know one of my best friends is a teacher. Just pass them along because they will show up and want to box up. 84% lack proficiency in mathematics, and 85% of black students lack proficiency in reading skills. And so, what kind of future do you see if you don't have the basics? I would be having a panic attack if who, who doesn't have their child to read out loud to them? It's how we grew up. Who doesn't go to the summer reading program and do book reports? In our family, that's what we did. School is out. We were always reading. Me and my cousins, I remember we were like little kids. We would all read a book, and then that's what we did. Oh, I finished my book before you. Oh, I'm gonna trade now. Let's trade books. In my grandmother's house, I remember that reading. The heck you was about you can't read. We grew up. Parent, dad at work, school is out. The library club, maybe it's old school, and you pick up some books and you read them. Now, once I did get caught because I didn't read mine, and you then go with somebody else's mother. Back in those days, they were all like housewives. You go with someone else's mother, and then you have to talk about the book. And I didn't read my book, man. I'll never forget that. And I would just try to make up some stuff by the front of the book. And the lady, she was cool. And then she talked to my mom when I got home. My mom was like, "Why you didn't read that book?" So you just kept staring at it. I never forget it. Why you didn't read that book? So-and-so's mother told me to read that book, and I know I did. I was just looking at it, and I was in my room playing. We got home. I had to go in that room and read that book. But yeah, I've been in my room playing. You get your reading? Yes, ma'am. You get your reading done? Yes. I was in there playing on that radio, in the mirrors, doing a sing along, turning the music down. Yeah, I got busted. That was the last time. It's a good thing I didn't get like a little tap tap. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I don't understand this. We're losing our way. The fatherless home that's not working is too challenging. And single mothers don't understand. Some of you, I understand when you tell your kid, but when you're busy working and hustling and a provider, don't be surprised. There's someone else that can have an influence over your kid. And then you wonder, how did he do that? Oh my gosh, Jamal, he has never. Now, some parents know it and don't care. But there are some, what the hell? While you've been gone working and going to the store and what have you, somebody else is in your child's ear. And then things happen. But I know. We don't want to hear about that. It's going to be okay. And it's not. Have y'all heard about Cynthia G, though? She got her channel demonetized. Okay, we've all heard about it. And some people are gloating. Be careful what you wish. I've seen a person gloat by getting people fired. Oh, on the job. I sure have seen that, get them fired. And guess what happened? He got fired and ended up, guess what? Got fired, couldn't find another job, and he lost his home. Wow. Tough. I mean, I'm like, you would think the woman was part girl. Was she at the David Duke convention? Is that what went down up in there? I know she don't have no little hooded outfit in that closet that's pointing at the top. White. She don't do that, does she? You would think the woman does. Would they come as hard after Zimmerman? That's what I want to know. Or maybe some of the WS who have a badge, and guess what? One of them has reportedly lied. I can't believe this. I'm tired of the story on it. And it's like hundreds of people, black people, falsely incarcerated. What about that? Where's the outrage? Where are all the videos about that? He's been lying all on black people. What Roman reports said it was 400 sent to prison. His lie. No, talk about that. 84% of black students lack proficiency in mathematics, and 85% of black students lack proficiency in reading skills. I don't want to talk about that. But you don't know what I'm talking about? I want my CynthiaG. Okay, after we've done that, okay, and still what? And I mean, the lady has a home, so I understand. Lord, I heard a guy doing it. I said, I just cannot. This is so ridiculous. And I hope she have her rent by the first. Dude, I don't think she rents. I think she's a homeowner. You do want to, yeah. Cause the first gonna be here, and hope she have her rent by the first. If not, then they're gonna charge a late fee. No kidding. We didn't know about that. Cowabunga. It's gonna be a late fee. Then they're gonna charge some fees after that. Put a notice on the door. I don't think she rents an apartment. I think she has a house. Remember? When she purchased, I think during the pandemic, and the furniture was delayed. I saw a video of her speaking about it. My father said, "What are you talking about? The first of the month, and her rent gonna be due." Oh, heavens bless us. As a collective, it just shows that we're not serious people. That's my opinion. Not serious people. If we were serious people, and this is just one location, check the stats in Detroit and in Chicago. Come on now. See, this is business. This is the business part. We're going to ignore that. Ignore the business part. That's the serious. We don't want to deal with it. It's sad. It is really, really sad. 80. This is this. I mean, this is like press the panic button already. But oh no, that's a serious matter. We're not serious people. Well, they can't read. Well, too bad for them. And good luck, little TT. Good luck, little Kiki. I don't know. Y'all better start reading. What y'all gonna be doing? Have a failed future, be incarcerated. This is maddening. How did the numbers get that high? Because most parents, instead of being concerned about this here, pocket watching somebody else. And Cynthia G not making any joke. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know how old her baby is, but child, I already see Cynthia G having a new baby. How old is her baby? I'm just gonna take a guess. I have no idea. Maybe if I were to guess, maybe 5 or 6. I already see Cynthia G finna make another check, and with her daughter, I believe she's a daughter. Girl, these Dusties and Dustinas, these are the non-caring parents. Their children, they can't read. So what? The next thing I need to go ahead and do, she gonna be busy on Patreon. Child, maybe she can get her 5, 6-year-old to go ahead and teach the Dustinas how to read in dust buckets, via Zoom, because they might be at that level that a 5 or 6-year-old might can teach them. That's gonna be that could be a check right there. This is crazy. 84%. Heck, I might have to start a reading channel. Say who's slow, and get some flashcards. First book, you already know, The Cat in the Hat. This makes no sense. There's no excuse. I don't want to hear about some drama in the home. This makes no sense, because you know what? A mini mama, a Dustina, that's sitting up here, her nails did, and all on social media, and they all know about CynthiaG and all of that. Man, what is your child's proficiency reading? What's the level? A minute dude sitting up, yeah, talking about CynthiaG and CynthiaG and CynthiaG and CynthiaG and CynthiaG. Sir, do you have children? What is your son's reading level? I want something like that. I'm getting like the CynthiaG and CynthiaG and CynthiaG. And she gonna be just fine. But your child can't read. But yet, The biggest focus is what? Cynthia G. Speaks volumes. I said, all of this. I guess these kids must be really smart or something. People make time for what they want. They do what they want to do. So yeah, we know all about this here. I'm sure it's going to be popping all next week. And some people really like to delight in somebody's a misfortune. That's sad. But I guess marriage does company. Even if you don't agree, jeepers, it's okay. It's no big deal. You don't have to agree with me. And some of you don't, and that's fine. Some of you all say things in the video, the comments. I'm like, wow, you know what? I never thought about that. That is an interesting point. Totally different from my point of view. That is an interesting point. I like that. That's pretty good. I'm still stuck on Southern Adventist talking about 20. I said about the Dusties in 2023. If you want to breathe, stay dust free. She's talking about in 2023, stay clown free. If you know what's going down, you better be dealing with the clowns. So yes, Southern Adventist in 2023, y'all need to stay clown free. No joke. But this here, what Nearly Fuller say? Boy, we are silly about serious things. The serious thing here is that, I can't believe it. 80, you got to be freaking kidding me. We are silly about serious things. 84%. And someone under the mind, that Twitter, that YouTube gonna light up. And someone have maybe a little misfortune. Oh, we serious about that. Where's the seriousness with regard to the future, regard to your standing as an individual, as a person in the community, as a people? Where's that? We don't have time to focus on why the children can't read, because we already know that's going to point back to us, and we can't blame each other ourselves for that reason. It's going to have to be the school, or maybe the light bulbs in the house is why they can't read, or my energy bill. So, a functioning illiterate. That's sad. But hey, that's a serious issue, okay? We don't want to hear about that, how about the children can't read. Because you know what? The big topic is, have y'all heard about Cynthia G? Cynthia G? And I'm out. And I wish her well. I wish her well. Again, she has other platforms. But I thought about that. I said, so who would take this group seriously? I must say, Joey B, honey, he done, I guess he's pretty much schooled me. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.